Okay, good evening. Welcome to
AwesomeMath126.
AwesomeMath126. Now, I wrote this problem with a marker that seems to be running out of gas, but I'll find a new marker while I'm reading it to you. So you start with any positive number and call it x.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good marker. Take 10% off, and then add 10% to the new number. Is that your ending number bigger, smaller, or equal to your first number? Before we do the problem, what do you think?
Well, does it mean like they take 10% off? They take 10% off of the starting number, and then they add 10% to the starting number.
No. Take 10% off the starting number.
And then add 10% of the
new
number you get.
Yeah.
Well, we could try some examples out.
Yeah, but what do you think first? What do you think? You think you're going to end up bigger than, smaller than, or equal to your original number?
I think you're going to end up smaller.
Okay.
Because you're taking off 10%, which gets you to like x minus 10% of x. That's y.
Uh-huh.
And then you add 10% y plus 10% of y. It will be 10% of y is less than 10% of x.
Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting.
So you're going to get less.
So then it'll be smaller. Okay, awesome. Let's pick a few numbers and let's just see what happens. What number do you want to pick first?
Well, maybe we could try let's do 200.
Okay.
200 is x.
Mm-hmm.
So then take off 10% of 200. That's 20. So you get 180.
Mm-hmm.
Then and add 10% to this. 18. So you get 198, which is just like we saw.
Aha. Interesting.
So you're adding 18, and then you subtracted 20. So 18 is less than 20.
Cool. You think it's going to be that way for all numbers? You want to check one more, or
Yeah.
are you pretty confident?
I'm pretty confident. Let's check one more.
Okay.
Let's do 350.
Ooh, good one.
50, so we're going to subtract 35. We get 315.
All
I'm
right.
going to add 10% 315. Well, we don't really have 10% here.
Ooh, so we got to figure out what 10% of 315 is. It's tricky.
I can do this. X. Wait, no. Oh, it's 3. No.
How do we figure out what 10% of 315
It's
is?
x over 315, then 10 over 100.
It's 10 over 100. Okay.
So 10 over 100.
I'm going to erase this just so it stays out of the way. And
So-
I'll remember our original number is 350, and now we're at 315. Okay?
So then we can cancel with 10.
All
Then
right.
we can't simplify anymore. So we're at 10.
315 over 10.
This 2. Then you have to take 3.
Well, why don't you tell me as a number, what is 315 divided by 10? What number is that?
It's going to be 31.5. Then you have to multiply by 2. Well,
315 over 10 is what?
15 over 10. It's 31.5.
Okay, so that's what this is,
Yeah.
is 31.5. So that's what 10% of 315 is.
So that's what 10% 315 is. So we got, and then we have to add this.
Yeah, we have to add 31.5 to 315.
Well, but it would be what did we subtract originally? We subtracted 35 from it.
Yeah.
So, and we're adding 31.5. 31.5 is less than 350, so we're gonna get a smaller number.
We are going to get a smaller number. What number will we get, out of curiosity? What's 315 plus 31.5?
It's 300 36.5.
There you go. Good job. Great work. Great work on that. Really liked how you thought about that. Good job.